Hey guys, I'm going to answer an email put to me by a senior developer, an experienced developer, who is looking to maybe get into the freelance game. So his question is basically, I'm going to paraphrase the email because it's a pretty long one. The question is, does it make sense to put up a blog site? Should you put up a blog? A first quick answer to that is yes, of course, put up a blog. Blog today is almost a standard thing a web professional should have, whether you are a developer, a front-end designer, or even a social media marketer. You should have yourself a website and a blog that you can use to promote yourself and to create like a home base for yourself. It legitimizes you to a certain extent because at least people can say, okay, here is a place where we can contact this guy. He has a hub on the web. He has a home on the web. He's just not some nebulous person who floats around on the interwebs. So having yourself a blog site where you write articles about your profession makes sense to me. So what kind of articles would you write? Well, you might want to write about particular technologies you're using, what you like, what you dislike about it, in the context of a particular job you are working on now or you may have done. What I wouldn't put, and the guy was asking about that, should I put opinions about video games I play, that kind of stuff? I would really be very careful about how much very personal or hobby-ish oriented blog posts I would put on my professional site. If you want to write about your hobbies, I would have a separate site for that personally, because think about it, if you were going to hire a doctor or an accountant, would you want to read 10,000 blog posts about the fact that he likes to go fishing or something? I don't know. Again, you could have it because it personalizes you, but you want to not go crazy with that. If you have a professional site with the intention of using it as a way to help legitimize yourself out there on the interwebs so that you get some freelancing gigs, which is a good idea, I would strongly recommend that you stick to blog subjects that are related to your industry in some way or another. You could do like a piece on like a computer that you're using, why you like using this operating system or that operating system, or maybe you like using this code editor app versus that code editor app. All those things are pretty cool. The key to the blog site when you're getting into the whole freelancing game is, again, to legitimize yourself, to get the word out. And you'd be surprised in time if you write well and you write a decent amount of articles, you don't have to go crazy, you will start getting interest in the work that you do. Even if you're not interested in freelancing, it's good to have a blog site that you can reference prospective employers, because if they see that you're actually interested enough in the work that you do, the programming work, the development work that you do, the social media marketing work that you do, if I was a prospective employer, if I saw that you were writing blog posts and you were interested in what you actually did, it'd be far more likely that I would want to hire you, because people who are interested in the work that they do tend to do better work than people who are just doing it for the money. So yeah, definitely put out a blog site. I would very much limit the amount of personal articles you put up there, especially like video game playing and stuff like that. You can do a little bit, I suppose, but I would stick to techie nerd stuff. I would stick to subjects that would interest prospective employers in terms of you showing you're interested in the technology that you're actually working with. This goes back to what I've talked about in a few other vlogs. Developers, whether you're full stack, front end, whatnot, should develop good communication skills. And that starts with writing, actually. If you can write well, it's going to actually help you to speak well. Because when you write, you're able to really examine the words that you're putting out there. You're able to consider how it is you present things. And that's an important aspect of communications. So it's easier to organize your thoughts on paper or typing it out than it is in speaking. So you learn to write well first, learn to speak well. Communication skills will help you a lot more than learning some new framework in terms of your career.